Russia continues to blackmail the world with nuclear weapons. A significant part of the Russian arsenal had already allegedly been brought to Belarus, the self-proclaimed president of the republic Lukashenka said. Polish Deputy Minister of National Defense Martin Uchepa believes that although the scenario of Moscow's usage of weapons of mass destruction remains unlikely, it cannot be completely ruled out. Therefore, Poland wants to host NATO nuclear weapons in response to Russia's actions in Belarus.
In connection with Russia's intention to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus, we are increasingly calling on the entire NATO to take part in the nuclear sharing program. Of course, in the first place, this decision is up to the Americans. But we do not want to sit idly by while Putin escalates the situation with all sorts of threats. We declare our desire for swift action in this regard. The final decision, of course, will depend on our American and NATO partners.
Washington refused to comment on Poland's desire to deploy nuclear weapons on its territory. The deployment of nuclear systems is not a subject of public discussion, the White House is sure.
John Kirby of National Security Council refused to answer my question whether the US is talking with the Polish government about Poland joining nuclear sharing. Kirby repeated that the US had seen no indication that Putin has any intention to use nuclear weapons inside Ukraine or on the continent. Marek Wolkuski, correspondent of the Polish radio in the White House, on Twitter.
NATO's nuclear sharing international exchange program is part of the nuclear deterrence policy. It suggests that those countries of the North Atlantic Alliance that do not have their own warheads, such as Belgium, Germany, Turkey, the Netherlands and Italy, can get a nuclear weapon.
Within the boundaries of the alliance itself, yes, the weapons are transferred by the United States of America, but nevertheless this must be the consensus of other members of alliance, since these weapons can be transported through their territory by various means of transport. Also, weapons can be moved from one NATO state to another, for example from Germany to Poland. Therefore, a collective decision should be expected here.
Belarus poses for Poland not only a direct nuclear threat but also a hybrid threat. On July the 2nd, illegal immigrants again stormed the Belarusian-Polish border in large groups. This is a continuation of the migration crisis created by the Lukashenka regime on the borders of the republic's European neighbors, experts say.
It is observed that the hybrid war on the Polish-Belarusian border has entered a new stage. The appearance of the Wagner Group is an additional threat factor, since migrants are not able to cross the barriers on the border with Belarus on their own. But with support, they can succeed. And here in particular, we can name transport and various kinds of equipment and tactics and so on.
In 2022, migrants from Belarus made 15,700 attempts to illegally enter Poland, and only for the first 4 months of 2023, 8,000. This is the data of the Polish border guard. In response to the escalation of the situation, Warsaw sent additional forces to guard the border with Belarus. We are talking about 5,000 Polish police officers from preventive and counter-terrorism units. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Valeria Nekipelova, UATV News.